This is the first of 4 short videos designed to show you how to use Adobe Captivate. Let's get started. When you first launch Adobe Captivate, you'll see this screen. You'll notice that there are several different types of projects that you can create. We'll learn more about the others later, but for now, let's create a responsive project. To do so, double-click on Responsive Project. Here you can see that Captivate has created a new blank responsive project for you. Captivate uses themes similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. You can change those themes by going to the Theme menu and then choose from any of the themes that are provided for you. In this case, let's start with the Clouds theme. I'll click on Clouds and Captivate will notify me that the Cloud theme will override the theme that's already being used. In this case, a blank theme. Go ahead and click Yes to accept that override. Any object in Captivate can be modified using the properties of that object. To find the properties, simply go to the upper right-hand corner and click on the Properties panel. You can also double-click on an item to open the properties of that particular item. When you have no item selected, that's the same as selecting the slide itself. And you'll notice here that the master slide allows you to change the layout or the look and feel of the individual slide object. We could, for example, have to content slide, or we could have caption and content right slide. Any of those layouts are fine. In our case, let's go ahead and choose the introduction slide. You may find that your computer display is not as large as mine, or is larger. If you'd like to change the size of the viewing area, simply go to this menu at the top. This view menu will allow you to shrink down the display size of the work area or choose the best size for your particular display. Now that we have our introduction slide, let's go ahead and double-click here to add the title. I'm going to make the title Explore the Water Cycle. With this project, you will have received a resources folder. Open that resources folder now and find a file called definitions.txt. Inside the definitions file, you'll find text that you can use throughout the project as you work. Select the first paragraph, copy it using Control-C on a PC or Command-C on a Macintosh. Then come back inside your text area. Double-click here in order to select that text. Now, Control-V on a PC or Command-V on a Macintosh will paste this text into your project. We won't need this last caption text. Select that text item with a single click. Now press the Delete key to delete that component. Note that Captivate will ask you if you're sure you want to delete it. Say OK, and the item will go away. Now we have our text, but I see a couple of problems. The first is I'd like to see all of the text and it's being cut off. A single click on a text item will allow me to make adjustments to that text item. I can click and drag on these boxes in order to move and expand the text window. I can also click and drag on the text element itself to move the text to a new location on the screen. I can set the size of the text over here by adjusting the size here, but 31 looks about right. Now in this case, I'd actually like to make an adjustment to the line spacing so there's a little more padding between those lines. To do so, I'll click here on spacing and then change that value from 1 to 1.3. Notice how a little more space appears between the lines. You can also drag again to make sure that you've exposed all of the text that you wanted to. Now, it's possible that you might run into a problem here. Remember, selecting the text twice, double-clicking, selects the text for editing. That makes it possible for you to make adjustments like making a word bold or italics or changing the text inside the area. But it only selects the currently selected word or text. If you want to select all of that text area, click once, and then changes that you make will apply to everything in that text area. Now it's time to save this project. To save a project, simply choose the Save icon at the top, click Save, and then we'll save this project inside of our current projects folder. I put mine on my desktop, and it's called Captivate Demo Project Resources. I'm going to save this as Water Cycle Step 1. Now let's check your progress. Does your screen look like my screen? You should have one slide in the thumbnail view on the left-hand side. You should have a property inspector on the right-hand side. Your property inspector might display the slide properties if you have the slide selected, or it might display the properties of some particular item if you have that item selected. Remember, whatever you have selected is what will display in the property inspector at any given moment. Now, because this project is a responsive project, you'll be able to publish this project and your students can view it on any desktop or laptop computer. They'll also be able to view it on their mobile phones or on their tablet devices. Before we do this, I want you to go back to that top menu, the View menu, and make sure that you're in View 100% mode. That way you'll be able to see these icons along the top. If your display size is very small and you're not able to see primary, tablet, and mobile along the top, then I want you to go back in and actually shrink your view until you're able to see all three of these icons along the top. Now these icons represent the various views on various devices, and Captivate will do its best to figure out what it should look like on each of those views. You can see here the primary view is the one we've been working on. Click on Tablet to see how the project will look on the tablet view. There you can see the tablet view, and it looks pretty good all by itself. Let's go on to the mobile view. There's the mobile view. Now something's wrong with the mobile view. You can see that the text field is not big enough in the mobile view. Go ahead and change that in the mobile view just by stretching it until it's the size you want. That's it for step 1 in your first Adobe Captivate project.